I have a message to Kenyans that the government of Kenya wants 100% transition from primary school to secondary school. That is the policy of government, and it's the wish of government that every stakeholder supports this policy. The main stakeholders are teachers in schools, and in particular, heads of schools. Any child who is selected to come to your school or identified by this collaborative joint team, and they deliver a child to school to learn, please support this child, give the child a chance, guide and counsel the child so that the child is sustained in school for 4 years to complete Form 4 and go to a tertiary institution. That is the wish of government if we are to transit from the lower income economy to the upper income economy and achieve the target set under the Big Four agenda and Kenya Vision 2030. And this goes a long way to also achieve the African Union Agenda 2063 and SDGs. We have identified these children, and I want to thank our officers on the ground, an operation that was jointly done by the Ministry of Interior and our officers from the Ministry of Education. These children are willing to be in school to learn. The children understand that it's only education that can give them hope for a bright future. They know that education is the equalizer. They may be coming from poor backgrounds. Some of them are total orphans, like Kemunto here, who was selected to join Soliani Girls. She reported, but she was sent away because she does not have fees. She's a total orphan. She's been brought here by a neighbor, because the aunt she stays with is hospitalized. I want the heads of schools to understand and assist such children so that they get blessings from God Himself. And by so doing, you will be supporting your government. So that is the government which is the mirror image of ourselves, the way we think. I also want to appeal that parents be responsible. Zamani, mtu aliimba wimbo akasema mtoto si nguo, hutaomba mtu. Kwa hivyo kama uko na mtoto wako na humpeleki shule na unamwacha akae hivyo hivyo, huyo mtoto hana matumaini katika miaka ijayo, katika maisha yake ya baadaye, na hata changia katika uchumi wa nchi, hataweza kujisaidia yeye mwenyewe. Tunataka hawa watoto wapate empowerment, and the only empowerment is through education. So even neighbors, any responsible citizen seeing children of this age not at school at this time should get concerned. And I want to encourage school heads, the principals, please accept such children, give them uniform, support them in the way you can, and God will bless you as you support the effort of government. Because once a child like this is admitted and stayed in your school for 1 week, he's already captured in NEMIS. She's captured in NEMIS, and there will be money from government coming to your school, but you'll have already sent her home. So what will you be doing with that money? I want to encourage that once a child is admitted, please, it becomes your responsibility to ensure that the child is there. If the child comes from a family where, like this one, is a total orphan, I'll expect a responsible teacher, be it a class teacher, a house teacher, guidance and counseling teacher, deputy head teacher, or head teacher, to be concerned about the needs of such a child. And in the spirit of Harambe, we can still assist this child to be in school. So all these children are going to be placed in schools today, and I want to appreciate our officers on the ground for the good work done. They are going to be distributed today, and my appeal is, let us have complementary effort from those who will receive these children in schools so that they study. There is one case I want to single out. Come over. This child wants to be a mechanic, and he was picked from a garage, motor vehicle garage, where he's learning by apprenticeship. And we are encouraging that he goes to a vocational training institute to study motor vehicle engineering, so that he gets a certificate which he can build on in future, and which will give him leeway to get employment anywhere else apart from just the locality here, so that he can get a livelihood from that knowledge and from the skills he'll acquire. And he'll have a certificate to demonstrate that he has knowledge apart from just learning by apprenticeship. And he has understood the need for him to get this certificate. He can practice in the evenings or when he's on holiday where he was. But for now, he's also going to school. I want to encourage that the Vocational Training Institute will also accept him, because the government will put in money for him. So nobody should interfere with a child who has been supported by the government to go to school. Thank you. The entire leadership of the ministry is scattered all over the country doing the same exercise. And I assure you the response is overwhelmingly good. Because when parents who are completely desperate get to know that the government is putting in money, and they can still get more assistance from the MCS, from the CDF, from the county bursary fund, and from the ministry, where a lot of money is coming into schools, then they gain the confidence to encourage their children to go to school. Sometimes there is laxity because of lack of understanding. So we are sensitizing parents and the public as well to know that this is government effort. It's a strategy in the nation building. A country like Cuba has achieved 100% literacy. Why? Because they have a slogan called Yo si puedo. Yo si puedo means yes, we can. And they have managed to do it. Everybody in Cuba has learned up to Form 4. So we can also achieve it. It is possible with everybody's understanding and working collaboratively together, making effort at home and at school, from government. All of us together, we can have all our children in school. And this is what we're aiming to achieve. One thing I want to stress is the schools to sustain these children in school, not to interrupt them after one term, not to interrupt them after 1 year and demand that they go for fees. They are not going to school because they don't have fees. So there is nobody who should ask them to go home for fees. Somehow they can communicate with their MPs. MPs have a kitty. They can communicate with their counties. Counties have kitty, a big one, to pay fees for them. And the government is paying the bulk of the fees for them. And if it's a day school, it is a free day school, because the government brings in all the money that is required. What is needed is only uniform. And I want to make an appeal that schools can give these children uniform. They can give the uniform so that children look like others, sit in school and learn. 4 years is a short time. It will be very transformative for these children. Kwa hivyo mwalimu yeyote ambaye anataka kujifanya kiruu, ambaye anafurudisha mtoto kama huyu nyumbani, ni makosa. Mwalimu mkuu wa huyu mtoto tumezungumza naye, hakujua kwamba huyu mtoto hana wazazi, hakujua. Ametuomba msamaha, hakujua. Lakini ingekuwa muhimu kila mzazi ajue mtoto. Kwanza hao ambao wanaingia leo wamechelewa, kuna sababu ya kuchelewa. Na ni vizuri kila mwalimu ajue wale ambao wamechelewa, na ambao imekuwa sasa ni kazi ya serikali kuhakikisha kwamba wameenda shule. Na serikali ni walimu pia. Walimu ni serikali. Sisi ni kitu kimoja. Kwa hivyo ile lugha ya rais wetu, lugha ya waziri wa elimu, lugha ya mimi PS na maofisa wote ni lugha moja ya serikali moja, ambayo ni kwamba watoto wetu wawe shuleni wasome. Isiwe kwamba sasa inakuwa kazi yetu kutaka kuwatafuta walimu wakuu, kuwabembeleza kwamba ukubali watoto shule. Hii ni lazima. na hii ni amri ya serikali, na lazima kila mmoja aliye chini ya serikali yetu atii ule mpangilio wa serikali kwamba watoto wao shule. Better late than never. Afadhali waende wamechelewa mwezi mmoja kuliko kukaa nyumbani forever. Yeah, afadhali wachelewa hata mwezi mmoja. But we are in the process. If they have the spirit to learn, if they have the minds to learn, and they have the right attitude, they will catch up and even be better than those who are already in school. It has happened. It's possible. It gets done.
In line of the policy of 100% transition, this is an exercise to ensure that all our learners, none is left behind. I want to report that we were here on Monday. Yesterday we were in parts of Nakuru East, and today we are here in Nakuru West at Kaptembwa ACC camp. And the numbers here are even bigger than what we have witnessed elsewhere. But as we speak, by the end of the week, I am sure that we'll be able to attain, if not 100%, because we have cases of 2 or 3 children who did the exams and got deceased, unfortunately, before the exam. I mean, before reporting to Form 1. Otherwise, apart from that, we can easily account for those who have gone to Form 1, for those who have gone to TVET, and the few that are left here. What's happening here today is equally happening in all the other 11 sub-counties of Nakuru County. So by Friday, the numbers are going to be good.
My key role in this county is coordination of national government functions. So as you see today, we have got 100% transition. It was a directive from the president. Now we are here. We have got 11 students. We want to take them to school. And this exercise will continue. We're not stopping today. We shall continue until we see all those students who sat for KCP, they have gone to schools. So, kuanzia leo, mwalimu yeyote ambao ataweza fukuza hao watoto shuleni, nitakuwa nafuatilia kwa undani, na kama hawatasoma wakifukuzwa, lazima nita make sure hatua ya serikali imefuatiliwa, so that hao watoto nao wasome kulingana na directive ya serikali.